Well, hello there, fellow geeks and geekettes, and welcome to another video. I'd like to tell you why I haven't been putting out much content lately concerning the American comic books. Because quite honestly, I have been overfed and I'm tired of the American comic book situation. And not of the comic books themselves. I still read here and there the old issues, or back issues, and old collected editions, and I do read European comic books. They are still good. Les bandes dessinées. But what I'm tired of is people on Twitter and on social media. I don't go there very often, but you can see it everywhere if you are into pop culture. I mean, who's got the time or the energy to observe and watch childish behavior of adult people on the internet? All they do, both the pros and the fans, both the mainstream comic book writers and editors and artists, and the independent and crowdfunding authors, they just moan on the internet about each other. One is accusing the other of being different than than him or herself. Yes, the American mainstream comic books are shit. They are uh, pushing agendas. They are bowing to the gods of inclusion, representation, and diversity. They are not putting out good content. They have completely and absolutely sold their souls to the devil and are only putting out shit comics, and they have driven the American comic book industry into shithole. DC Comics, Marvel Comics are dead. IDW, Image, Dark Horse are going to be dead very soon. The American comic book direct market, is going to be dead. People are still going to be reading the good old comic books as well as they are reading old literature. Still, the good old literature. My favorite kind of literature is the old English literature. Beowulf, old English poems, and stuff like that. A fantasy of the 20th century. John Ronald Reuel Tolkien, C.S. Lewis, Lord Dunsany, Robert E. Howard, H.P. Lovecraft. People who have been dead for a long time. Nobody writes like that anymore, but people still read those books because they are good and they are popular. Well, the same thing will happen or is happening to The Watchmen, The Killing Joke, The Dark Knight Returns, Chris Claremont's X-Men, and all the other good, iconic, great American comic books. But I'm just not going to follow what's happening today. I'm not going to follow the accusations. I'm not going to follow people who are saying, "You are Comicsgate! I'm not going to talk to you. I'm blocking you on Twitter." This is the behavior. Sorry, somebody is writing me or to me on my phone. I'm recording this on my phone. This was very boomerish, I know. Fuck off. So, I'm not going to be following childish behavior. It's like, children behave like that on the playground. Like, "Oh, you're talking to Johnny. I'm not talking to you because I don't like Johnny." I mean, I'm from Europe. I'm a teacher. I'm an English teacher. I've got a job. I've got my hobbies. I've got my fucking life. Um, and it's just so. Can you imagine how ridiculous it looks from the point of view of an ordinary European person who just wants to live his own life in peace, and who is glad that he can escape reality here and there? I mean, I'm 28. I am relatively young, and I am watching 50-year-old, 60-year-old people on Twitter acting like children. This is completely and absolutely pathetic. I mean, if anything, it only makes me feel good about myself if I am depressed or in a bad mood. I say to myself, "Oh, I'm not in such a bad shape as far as life goes. I'm not in such a bad life situation. I mean, I'm not completely and absolutely broke, as the mainstream comic book writers and artists are. I'm not 60, crying about Comicsgate on Twitter. I mean, really, is this the life of the 21st century? Well, I'd rather not. So yeah, that's why I haven't been making any videos about new Superman being gay, or DC Comics wanted to kill Superman again, because who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit about the new Marvel films. They are shit anyway. Everything's crap. Every new content is just a pile of garbage, and people are behaving like bloody fucking children on the internet. It's not worth it. So I am going to rethink the content I'm putting on the internet on my YouTube channel, and I think that I'm only and exclusively going to be doing reviews of old books and comics and of toys, action figures and collectibles, and things like that, things that actually matter, art. I just don't want to talk about idiots anymore. It just got old very very quickly for me. So let me know in the comments down below what you think about that, my friends, and yeah, that'll be all. Bye.